did not know
I
that.
feel like I'm always laughing when we go live.
That's a good thing.
Okay, well, hello everyone.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
Oh, it is Wednesday. That's
Yes.
why we're live. I love that I don't even know what day it is. I'm so confused. And I'm going to be very honest before we jump into this topic. Do you know that I'm sad?
No, what are you,
You didn't know that I was sad?
what-
Have you noticed that I have been sad at all?
I know one topic that you're sad about.
Yes.
Is there others that I missed?
Are we on the same page about why I'm sad?
That pile of stuff over there.
So I am looking. There are actually two. We're going to talk about happy things. We're not going to talk about sad things this whole night. But I'm going to tell you two things that I'm sad about.
Okay.
I'm watching all the posts of everyone bringing their freshmen to college. All the freshmen are moving in this week, and I'm like, oh, it's that time, and I should be excited. Part of my brain is excited. Okay, we're going to bring Max back to school soon. He's going to have a phenomenal sophomore year.
Yep.
I'm excited for him. I actually thought it through today when I was having a lot of feelings. And I was like, you don't want him to stay home. You
Right.
want him to go do sophomore year.
Yes.
You don't really want him to stay here.
You do not.
I want him to go do his next year of school. But it's still sad. And my head is happy. My heart is sad.
Understood.
So my heart needs to catch up with my head. Did I say that right?
You did.
And the other thing is, all the stores have all the fall stuff.
Yeah, I saw that when I went to you had me go to Wegmans the other day, and they had the things out front that smell delicious, and I was like, wait a second, it's August, it's not October.
What the heck?
Slow down, people.
Why is everyone always
Rushing to the next season.
Yes, and I feel like I haven't caught up with the trend of you have to be ahead to get the things. So like, for example, Wegmans has these beautiful pumpkins out front. I haven't even looked at how much they are. And they're like, what is the material? Like porcelain or something?
Okay, they're fake.
They're fake pumpkins and they're statues and they're all out front. And usually by the time that I am in the pumpkin mood,
Like October.
by the time I'm ready to like buy pumpkins, they're all sold out. But that's the trend with everything. Like whether it's fall or winter or like summer bathing suits, you have to jump like as soon as stuff comes out. If you want it, go buy it.
Crazy, you're just making the problem worse.
Who, me?
By participating. By getting sucked in.
Well,
I
yeah.
think we should protest.
No, because by the time that I want to buy stuff, it's gone. So I have to do it
Right.
now.
Oh, the sooner they put it out, and the sooner other people buy it, and then they put it out even sooner, and it's this vicious cycle.
And I'm going to go buy these pumpkins at Wegmans and put them out front. And my neighbors are going to be like, what are you doing? It's still summer.
Right. Don't put them, buy them, stick them in a basement,
I'm
and put them
gonna-
out in October.
I'm going to buy them and put them in the garage.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fine.
So
Moving to the happy topic.
we're gonna move on to good stuff. So we love your topic requests. We do get topic requests from people, and we got a topic request for boundaries. And if you do go to whinypaluza.com, not only will you find the full blog that I wrote, you can also search boundaries, and there are other.
There is a Rebecca search engine.
There is a search engine for the 12 years of blogs that
Yes.
are there for you to consume whatever topic you want. So we're going to talk about boundaries are a blessing. And I don't know if you think that boundaries are a blessing, but I would love to hear from you and what your thoughts are on boundaries. Did you like the title that I came up with?
I did.
Do you think that boundaries are a blessing?
I think they are a much needed blessing.
So
I need more of them.
Yes, you and I are going to talk about, yes, we're going to talk about that. Yes. So you'll understand why I'm so enthusiastic about talking about this with Seth. But,
I sense some boundaries coming up.
and I'm going to say to you that I think that sometimes people think that they're being nice, not setting the boundary, but you're not being nice. And I want to talk about us setting boundaries, and I want to talk about when boundaries are set to us.
Yes.
Right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
So we think that we're being nice because we're not setting the boundary, but that's not working on a relationship. So if you're in a relationship with someone and you care about the person, then you caring is being able to be honest and communicate what you need in the relationship. And in the relationship, okay, so a boundary just came up recently. And I think this is a good example of a boundary. I said to Seth, I totally understand your schedule is different every day, but you're driving me crazy. And I would just like a heads up. So he has been and I said, I never know when you're coming home. So he has been wonderful. See, I told him something wasn't working. I set the boundary. I said, I would like to know. I don't care. Of course I care when he comes home, but I don't care how late you have to work to a point, but tell me.
So I have been texting her on Monday and giving her my anticipated schedule for the week of what time I'm coming home every night of the week. And then like today when I had to change it and I had a client college issue and I said, honey, I need another half hour. She was like, no problem.
Well, and I want you to know that I totally respect the fact that sometimes your meetings are going to take longer or that something's going to come up.
Yep.
And sometimes you've had like a college kid who needed to meet with you like right away.
Yep.
Like I totally respect that. I just want to know. So like dinner's just going to be waiting. He's going to, and tonight we waited for him to eat because I knew when he was coming home. But like I would love us to eat as a family. But
yes, that was very nice. Everyone was home and we all had dinner together.
Everyone was home and we all waited for him and it was perfect. But I'm just saying that that was something that wasn't working for me, so I communicated.
You did an excellent job, and I respected it and understood it and immediately did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So when we care about someone, whether it's a coworker, a friend, a family member, it is nice when you tell them that something isn't working for you. I think that we think it's okay to just let people do whatever they want, but that's not really a true relationship. It's a give and take. It's a what do you need, what do I need? And we really need to know what it is that you actually need before we can set the boundary. So like, do you feel smothered? Do you feel like your friend isn't giving you enough attention? And I'm just using a friend as an example.
Yep. Hypothetical.
Or your husband. Do you feel like your husband isn't giving you enough attention? Or do you feel like maybe he's not giving you enough space? Like figure out what you actually need so that you can communicate it. Some of the stuff that came up when I was researching boundaries is how someone treats you.
How you allow them to treat you.
So that's a boundary. So like I will say to my child, you can't talk to me like that.
Yep, Tony Robbins has a great line about this that I like. He says you get what you tolerate.
And I totally respect that. Oh,
Susan says, I'll watch you later. I'm at Red Robin. Great topic.
Oh, thank you,
Red Robin.
Susan. Have a good dinner. Have a good dinner. She's so sweet and so supportive. And
Tune in from Red Robin.
I appreciate her. So let her go have a nice dinner. She'll join us later. So I want to tell you that we let people treat us the way. So if something isn't working for you, I want you to look at yourself because you're letting it happen. So we got to set limits and boundaries with people. Time. What do you want to spend your time on? Who do you want to spend your time with? Reflect on that. Work. We're going to talk about work with Seth right now. So I said to Seth, if Seth was never stressed and was perfect, and I didn't think he needed any feedback. Now, mind you, we both need feedback from each other. It goes both ways. Then I wouldn't say anything. But I did say something the other day. And you can tell me your thoughts on this after I tell them what I said.
Yep.
I was like, honey, you work every day. And you fit work in whenever you can. And it's on your mind all the time. And what was the other thing that I said? You bring work home with you.
I do.
And I was like, maybe you need some better work boundaries.
I do.
Maybe.
She is right. Again, two for two.
Maybe you need some better work boundaries. Only because he is revved is the word. And I feel like Seth is like, okay, Rebecca's doing the dishes. She's busy for like 30 minutes. So I'm going to sit in the same room with her with my laptop, and I'm going to get 30 minutes of work done.
I am guilty of this.
And I love that you sit with me, like you're in the same room,
Yeah.
and I respect that you have a lot of things on your mind. And if it was working for you, I wouldn't say anything. I don't think it's working for you. Why don't you share with the people if it's working with you for you?
It depends upon your definition of working. your feedback is welcome. You're not entirely wrong, and I have taken it under advisement, and I'm working on it.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay. Can you give us an example of how you are working on it? If you are comfortable, and if you're not, we'll move on.
Okay. I haven't totally given up the idea of, I haven't totally gotten my head around no work once you walk in the home door, but in my head, you don't know this since we had this conversation, I think it was Monday, I have started drawing a timeline in my head going, okay, after 8 o'clock at night, there will be no more work. And then I'm going to move it up, and then it's going to be 7. And then it's going to be, so I'm working on it. I'm making progress.
I just want you to find what works for you. Maybe I don't know, balance is the wrong word. You don't like balance. You said balance is BS.
Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank told me balance is BS.
I think she wants you to have boundaries, though, from her conversation.
She does.
Yeah. So
I'm not as good as her. Like, she just physically turns her phone off, and then you can't get her till the next day. I haven't figured out how to pull that off.
So I will tell you, and I'm using Seth as an example, but it's for all of us. I want you to reflect on your life and what is working for you, what isn't working for you, where do you need more boundaries in your life? So, like, and what needs aren't being met? What is missing in your life? How are you going to get those needs met? So, self-disclosure is another big topic that came up with boundaries. Who are you willing to share with, and what are you willing to share with the person? So, like, I might have something that's really bothering me that I need to talk to someone about. Who am I comfortable talking to it about? And it's a boundary of who are you comfortable with knowing what.
Very true.
Okay. Invitations. Are you able to attend? Do you want to attend? How many things do you go to out of obligation?
We are guilty of this
at
times.
And I think that our time is so precious. You know, at 50 years old, you know, I think about time differently. And who do you want to spend your time with? And is this something that you want to go to? I know for us, and I'm moving to money, if you're invited to something out of town, it's going to take a lot of money. So you don't have to do it. I just want to give all of us permission to say no.
Yes, we have turned down family events because getting the 5 of us on a plane or whatever and getting a hotel and all the things, it adds up. It's significant.
Yeah. Or like he said to Ella, you know, like, I know that you want to go to Boston and look at 3 schools. I don't know that I want to spend more money on college tours. Like, this is not just an endless pocketbook for endless college tours.
Yes.
Going to Boston sounds fun. I'm not telling you we won't do it, but he did draw the line in the sand and say, I don't think we're going to do it, Ella. So I appreciate Seth has to draw boundaries with us with money because I am guilty of not having a solid picture of our finances with a financial planning husband. That is not an excuse. I will tell you that Seth handles the finances, and Seth has to communicate with us and say, I don't think we should spend money on more college tours.
Yep.
So thank you for setting that boundary.
You're welcome.
Or like I'll say to him, honey, I'm like big on the next vacation.
Yes.
So we have a vacation planned for December, and I was like, what's going to be the next vacation? And he's like,
I want to draw a boundary there.
He's like, slow
your roll.
So boundaries. What do you want to spend your money on? I think are you able to spend the money, and do you want to spend the money? And energy. What do you want to spend your energy on? You know, do you need some downtime? So a perfect example that came up in a lot of the research I did on boundaries is that women and men, I tend to talk about women, but it applies to men too, will want some time to themselves, and they feel guilty. So they say yes and they go to something when they know that they had a busy week and they need some downtime. So like when we were working full time, the 2 of us, I was very guilty of this. I don't know that guilty is the word, but Friday night would come.
Yeah.
And after 5 days of full days of work, I crashed. And I'm always ready to spend money, Corey.
Very true, Corey Clark. Very true.
Corey, Seth
You gotta let me make it before you spend it.
Seth, hey, I am making some money too.
Yeah, you're
here.
doing a great job.
So he's got to like rein me in because
Sure.
I'm like, let's go to Hawaii next. And he's like, can we go on our December trip and pay for that first
I'm gonna
before
pay that
you
off, yes.
plan the next thing? So I was guilty on a Friday night. Seth would be like, let's go out to dinner. Let's go to the mall. And I'd be like, no, I'm going to sit on our couch and decompress from a very busy work week. I don't have it in me. So like we have to just be able to say no and know what we need.
Amen.
Right?
Right.
So we also don't want to let things fester, because when we let things fester in a relationship, the relationship will be damaged. So you think you're being nice and you're not setting the boundary, but by not saying what you need,
Yep.
the relationship is going to go downhill.
More toxic because that energy, negative energy builds up.
I want us to give ourselves permission to set boundaries, and I want us to talk about what we're going to do versus we don't have control over other people. We all talk about this all the time. I can request that Seth tell me when he's coming home, but I can't make him do it. So what am I going to do? So a perfect example is I have friends who, and I love all my friends. Some of them are night owls. Some of them are morning people. They're up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
This is a boundary we need to work on.
Well, no. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, right?
Yes.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's a boundary.
So the summer is a little rusty. Seth is ready for the school year to start so that I go to bed early. But around 10 o'clock, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I don't really always. I know it's summer. It's summer. But I am telling you that my friends might text me at midnight, and that's okay. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, but I'm not going to respond to them till the next day. So that's my boundary. So we're figuring out what's working for us, people.
Yes.
So boundaries are fluid, and boundaries change. Like maybe you have younger kids, maybe you set boundaries with younger kids, and now your kids are older, so you're changing your boundaries. Maybe your work month, it's about to be September. Maybe your September work month is crazy, so you're going to have to set more boundaries with people. I know for me, I have explained to most people in my life that Max is home for a short time, so I'm not making a lot of plans. So I feel bad, but people will say, let's go out to dinner, and I'm like, I'm going to just be home this week. I just want to see my son.
Yeah.
So I will make more plans next week. This week, I just want to be around. So things change month to month and week to week. Our friends and our family cannot read our minds. They're not going to give us what we need unless we tell them. We're going to tell them, I need you to do X, or it's not working for me that you do Y. Communicate. So we're talking about setting boundaries with people, but what about when people set boundaries with us?
Like you did with me.
How did that feel?
It felt you did an elegant job. I didn't feel criticized.
I wasn't mad.
That helped a lot.
Yeah.
You were just making a nice, polite request.
Yeah.
And I was happy to do it. And I was like, ooh, I never thought about it from your perspective. I totally get it now. I'm so sorry that I was causing you that stress. And I'm happy that you were able to give me a way to solve the problem. I was happy about it.
Well, and so Seth makes an excellent point that, my mother taught me at a very young age. It's how we say it.
Yes.
So if I would have been like, you're pissing me off. I never know when you're coming home. Forget it. Your dinner's going to be cold every night, and I'm going to eat when I want to eat. If I was pissy about it,
I would have said, okay.
He would have said, screw
I just wouldn't have
this.
been happy about it, but I would have dealt with it.
He would have been like, I don't want to have this conversation. So
You did a wonderful job.
so sometimes I get it right, people.
You did. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
We want to watch how we respond to the people who give us boundaries, because we want our people to be honest with us. And when they are coming at us with a boundary and communicating what they need, we want to respond in a way that makes them feel safe with us, because we want our people to be honest. And if we get angry and if we get reactive, they're going to learn that they can't set boundaries with us, or that it doesn't work with us, and they're not going to really want. It's going to take the relationship in the wrong direction. So we want honesty and communication and safety. So we want to give them exactly what we would want to receive if we were setting the boundaries. So if we say something and people are like, okay, I understand, we want to give them that in return. So that is very important.
Yes.
We also don't want to assume that we did something wrong, and we don't want to automatically go to feelings of rejection, because sometimes the boundary, I want you to think about what they're saying to you. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. Perfect example is, it's not that I don't want to see people. I just want to see Max right now. And maybe that person said no to you because work is really stressful right now.
You don't know what they got going on unless they tell you.
Right. And I also want us to reflect on our behavior. So if someone is, and I'm just using Seth as an example.
I'm happy to be an example.
Just because it came up, just because my brain isn't going to something else. But I want Seth to reflect. I want to reflect when someone talks to me about something, because he realizes he wasn't communicating and he wasn't telling me information. So he realized he needs to be more communicative, right?
Yes, I do.
And
I have done so.
maybe it's a good opportunity for us to grow as a person. So maybe someone is telling us that we're smothering them. Maybe someone is telling us that we're not giving them enough attention. I do feel, and Seth and I have talked about this, I personally, I'm so thankful for my friends. I will tell you, and our parents. I'm thankful for the loved ones in our life. I have a husband, I have 3 kids, I have work, I have volunteer work, I have a house. I have a lot to manage. And sometimes I feel like I never can do enough. So I'm not giving...
Yep.
Right? So I feel like I'm not giving my loved ones enough. So I can feel like my friends might say to me, I don't see you enough. Or we need to...
Never enough.
Right? We need to make some plans. Or, I might say the boundary of I have 2 hours this day, and maybe they don't think 2 hours is enough time. So I can sometimes feel like I can't give enough of what people need, but I also have my boundary of I can only do so much.
Right.
I have a lot to manage.
Yes.
So, a perfect example is I will go out with you from this time to this time, and then I have to go get my kids. So that's a perfect example. So I'm trying to give people what they need
While setting boundaries.
So we have to look at ourselves too and see what do we need to do differently in the relationship? I'm trying to think of a boundary that you have set with me that I need to work on.
You need fewer boundaries than I do.
How come?
It was just common sense for you, honey. Isn't that usually your answer?
He hates when I use the word common sense. I'm trying to think of something that I need to work on in a relationship as far as boundaries are concerned. But in general, we all have stuff that we need to work on. So I would tell you
there are some relationships in your life that I wish you would set boundaries and say no more often, but you are being too nice, in my opinion.
Yeah. I get great joy from being nice. Seth has been an excellent influence on me. I think that this is a great example because pre-Seth, I think I was probably on the scale of too nice.
Yep, people pleasing.
People pleasing is not a good thing, people. We think we're being nice, but we're not being nice. Okay, what if you crossed a boundary?
Ooh, good question.
That is such a good question. So if you crossed a boundary, then, we're talking about reflection. I think reflection is the word here. So somebody tells me that I crossed a boundary with them. So we don't want to be defensive. So Seth and I talk about criticism and defensiveness because I don't want to make him feel criticized, and he doesn't want to get defensive. That is a marital thing that we have worked on.
It is.
And we're still working on.
Yes.
So if you have crossed a boundary, then I would say it's a time for self-reflection of, okay, what am I doing in this relationship that is making them feel this way? And we have to ask questions like, what does the person need from you? What is a better boundary that they're comfortable with, right?
Yes.
Is that a good example? Like,
It is.
What do they
If that
need?
didn't work for you.
Yeah, so if I crossed a boundary and did something that doesn't work for you, then what do you need from me to make you feel more comfortable? Because you want to be able to communicate and keep the relationship. If it's a relationship that you cherish, then you want to work on it. If it's another thing, which we haven't talked about tonight, is if a relationship is not working for you and someone is telling you a boundary and the boundary is rubbing you wrong, or they're not listening to the boundaries you're setting with them, and you're feeling like this relationship may have run its course. So that's a whole nother topic. But I'm going to say we cherish this relationship. We want to work on this relationship. So you want to apologize for making them feel like you crossed a boundary, and you want to have the conversation of how can you move forward? What behavior are they looking for from you that is different that will make them feel like you're not crossing the boundary?
What if it is a coworker or friend?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you should be able to have a conversation with them. And I think that when they're comfortable, and I would say that when you're comfortable, I would love to talk to you because I want to give you what you need and I want to know what you're looking for from me. So you feel like I did something wrong and I apologize because I never want you to feel that way. I want to make you feel comfortable in this relationship. So what can I do? You know, I would apologize. I would be like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. Like, what can I do differently? And I think that that's an honest conversation. And they have to be willing to tell you what they're looking for.
Yep. They have to cooperate.
And if they're not ready to talk, which Lily and I have had this conversation.
Oh boy, yes. A lot of times.
I was like, I wanted to talk about something today. She didn't want to. And she's like, you're a therapist. You know that when people aren't ready to talk, you don't talk.
But you're my daughter and I'm going to make you do it.
No.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I do respect, because I am one of those people who sometimes aren't ready to talk about something.
Yes.
I will be upset.
I learned to respect that boundary.
Right, but I also don't want us to never revisit it. You know, one of the things I was listening to someone talk about marriage the other day, and they were saying that you just want to make sure that the person doesn't feel abandoned, whether it's a friend, a coworker, a husband, whatever. You just don't want to make them feel like you just abandoned them. You want, you know, I would want your friend or coworker to be able to say to you, maybe they're not ready to talk. And I think that you can say, when you're ready to talk to me, I would love to have a conversation about this. I always leave the door open. So my child says, door shut. I don't want to talk about this.
Literally door shut.
Literally door shut in my face. Go away. You're annoying. Okay, whenever you want to talk about this, I'm here. And I don't necessarily like how they talked to me, and I do set that boundary. You can tell me that nicely. So you're not going to have that problem with a friend or coworker.
Yeah,
They're
hopefully
probably not going to tell you you're annoying. They're probably not going to slam the door in your face. But hopefully they will say to you, I will let you know when I'm ready to talk to you, or whatever.
Right.
So hopefully we answered that question.
Yes.
Let us know if there's more questions. We think that this is an excellent topic. I think boundaries are so needed in every relationship. We don't want one person to be doing all the giving. We don't want one person to be doing all the taking. We want to give and take. We want both needs met. You know, if you're in a relationship where your needs are never getting met, you're not going to want to be in that relationship. Right. Everybody wants their needs to be being met. So, what else do you got on boundaries?
I think we could do multiple episodes that we have done on this topic, but I think that's a good chunk, a good start.
It's a good chunk of boundaries. And I practice. Like, I am going to tell you there are things that I am good at. I could tell you my strengths. I can also tell you I am aware of where I need work. And this is a great topic for me because I need more work on this topic. I really am good at, I think that where I'm good with boundaries is I'm good with setting boundaries around my kids. Like, my kids have a football game. My child has a football game. I'm going to the game. You know, I'm not going to volunteer for this. I'm not going to go to your dinner. Like my kids, my husband, my kids, they're my priority. So I think I'm good at that with boundaries. I think there's other ways I can work on them.
Of course.
So Seth and I both have work to do on this topic.
All the time.
We both think this is a great topic.
It is.
We also work on setting nice, appropriate boundaries with each other.
Yes.
Right? So thank you for this fabulous topic. Keep the requests coming. We also accept guest requests. I have had guest requests that I'm working on. Some of them are high stakes people that, you know, thankfully, I'm very proud to tell you that the podcast, I appreciate you all listening and sharing and subscribing and all the things because you made it #1 in parenting again. So, I mean, I'm thrilled and I'm honored and I love doing this. And so that leads to people being like, you need to get this person and you need to get this. We're working on it.
Yes.
So hopefully we can.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hopefully we can get the people that you want us to get. This Friday is Darla Nelson. She is an amazing coach and everyone needs to listen because this is about how to stop pretending you're fine.
Ooh, I want to listen to that.
Can we stop pretending that we're fine? Oh my God. Seth hates when I say I'm fine.
You don't ever use the word fine when you're actually fine.
It's
If
true.
you did, that would be a different story.
It's
you should
true.
just get rid of the word fine because it does not mean, it's not true. You're not fine.
We will be arguing or whatever's going on, and I'll be like, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
That's a dead giveaway that it's not, so why are you lying to
Oh,
me?
I think everyone lies with the word fine. I think we should all just get rid of the word fine.
That's right. Let's replace it with the word fetch.
Okay. Oh, fetch is a good word. Okay, let's go to Ashley. Let's go to Ashley Harris's products. Look at these products that were sent to me, guys. Okay, we've got Kids Probiotics by Lovebug. It's
Love Bug Probiotics.
mom-owned company. We love mom-owned companies. Ashley Harris is the mom. And here is the
Adult.
Thank you. I can't read. I don't have my reading glasses on. But Lily and I are both taking these. And I want to tell you the benefits of probiotics. Supports digestion, boost immune function, help protect against harmful bacteria are some of the things that they are known to help with. We are very pro probiotics in this house, right?
Yes, and we're pro Love Bug Probiotics was one of our new brand partners.
Yes, and we love
Thank you for your sponsorship.
and we love their sponsorship and we love their product and we love their name. Lovebug, like
We call Lily the Love Bug.
we call Lily the love bug. So we don't have the official.
This is a manuscript copy.
So Gramps, Seth's dad,
Yep.
has his book out on Amazon, and the book looks like a book. Like this is
This is the pre-published version of the manuscript. So yours will look like an actual book as opposed to a coil bound something from FedEx, Kinko's. This is growing up with Gramps. This is when my brother and I were very little, all the way from before we were born to probably 8 or 9 years old. It is very, very funny. You may recognize me in some of the stories. You should absolutely go grab a copy of Growing Up with Gramps on Amazon. We would love to hear what you think.
Yes, and we all need a good laugh. So go laugh with Gramps.
He's very funny.
So what else do we want to tell them, honey?
Go to whinypaluza.com, scroll down just a little bit, put your email address in to sign up for the free email Whinypaluza Parenting and Marriage newsletter, because that is where you will hear that hopefully the next week or two, the Rebecca AI clone is launching, and you can talk to her 24 hours a day and get all your questions answered anytime you want, and it will be her voice answering your questions.
Okay, so let's get crazy. Can I talk to myself?
You can.
Are you going to put it on my phone?
I am. You can ask yourself advice about yourself.
Oh my gosh. I asked it a question And I was like, oh yeah, that's what I would have said.
It's been very well trained on 5 million words of her content.
It's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's very cool. Very
I
cool.
talk to you all the time. You just don't know.
Seth is always up to something new. It's pretty hard to keep up with him, but I'm gonna keep trying and I'm gonna keep learning from him.
I feel the same way.
I feel like it's, he always comes to me with an idea, and I almost always tell him he's crazy. Almost every idea, I have told him he is crazy.
And that you didn't have time.
I didn't have to do anything.
Yes, I've learned the last 2 ideas you didn't have to do anything for.
No. I did have to record for this.
That's
but
true.
That
it took 30 minutes of your time.
That didn't take much time. Okay, so we hope you enjoyed this topic. We hope you are enjoying your August. We want to wish all the kids, I'm going to try not to cry. We want to wish all the kids going back to school a wonderful school year. Our son is going back to school. Our daughters don't go back until September. So we have some more summer with our daughters. So have a wonderful week, and we will be back next week with a new topic.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
Thank you for tuning in to the Whinypaluza podcast. If you like what you heard, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. While you are there, leave a review. I love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.